A tight affair, and we were also looking at the problems that would face Dundee United now without Billy Dodds, their best player. But I thought this was a wonderful move. Not great defending from Dundee United. Paul Sturrock will be unhappy with that, but credit must go to the pick out in the spot by Stefan Adam. It's easy just to throw this in and be hopeful he doesn't, and it's a great power header right in the corner. No chance for the keeper, and after 4 minutes you really felt Hearts would grow in confidence, and Dundee United would probably then have to go and try and attack a little bit more. But I was disappointed with the response of Dundee United more than Hearts. They didn't really get going in midfield. A half-turned shot, not a great effort from McSwegan, who was a little disappointing tonight, but comfortable saving in. But you just felt it never really got going. There was no real pace or fluency to the game. Really scrappy first half. This was the one half chance they had. McConaughey, I have to say, I thought him and the lad Tony Smith who came on for Dundee United were their best players. And I think that is sometimes a worry for Paul Sturrock. A good header there, I think it was from Partridge. Comfortable save. But United have got to do more. They've got to get service to the strikers and play the ball. And Stevie Fulton took this off the toe of Stefan Adam. Fulton, you're not a natural finisher, son. Leave it to the strikers.
But if you're a Dundee United fan, Charlie, not an awful lot. As you rightly said, the young Smith did impress.
Well, this was an impressive move, Jim. And this, at that time in the match, Dundee United were the most positive team. And I think they're very unlucky. It's a lovely pass from Smith, good vision. Little unlucky to see it come off the post. And it came back to him a little bit too quick.
And then the roof came in.
This is the danger. Now, what I would like the people at home, especially the kids watching at home, is that his first touch doesn't always look that impressive. But what he's doing, he's already made his mind up. The touch is to set himself up. He knows where the keeper is. It's experience, it's classy. And in a game like tonight, where it was scrappy, there wasn't a great amount of quality, we were grateful for Darren Jackson's intervention.
And this was a great finish by Adam, wasn't it?
It was a build-up again, the clever link-up, the back heel, the positive pass again from Gary Wills, who looked as if he is another prospect for Hearts. There it is, a link-up. Doesn't rest there. He wants it in front of him. It's a lovely pass and a great finish. And in the end, Jim Jeffries, I think, can look at the last 10-15 minutes and think to himself, we possibly did deserve to win 3-0. We've got 3 good points. And I think he was delighted the way they finished the game. And now they can go forward to play Aberdeen away on Wednesday. We are positive at
Castle. Charlie, we're agreed it was never a classic,
nope.
But we saw some good finishing tonight from Hearts, and that must please Jim Jeffries.
Yeah, and good movement, I thought, at times. I think the goals were all created mainly from the wider positions. The second goal was different because it was a counter-attack, but the first goal in particular I thought was a positive issue of the way that Hearts started the game. You know, it's played wide, he gets a bit of space, but he doesn't just throw a hopeful cross in. He's actually picked out Wanjo, and I think actually Darren Jackson is just behind him, also waiting to see if he wants it. It's a lovely header, but it was a lovely build-up move. Good bit of vision, quality cross, and if you get that quality into the box, you will get rewards at the end of the day.
The thing is, not to be overcritical, they should have capitalised on that, shouldn't they?
Well, I thought
you go one up that early.
I thought they should have, because I thought Dundee United, maybe other than Craig Easton in the midfield department, I didn't think they really done very much at all in the game, not major contributions. They worked hard enough, but you need quality in there. And I think when Hearts had that, they had a lot of possession, Fulton in particular. You've got to take advantage of it. And I thought when Naismith in particular got down the left, gave them major problems. And I was just waiting for the time to come. But in the second half, once they'd settled that Mackenzie was in form, looked decent, they took it from there.
Charlie, I'm going to break you off there just at this stage. Let's go back to Tynecastle. Dundee United lost Billy Dodds, of course, to Rangers, and they lost 3-0 tonight. Paul Sturrock cannot be happy. He's with David Tanner.
Paul, what do you think of life without Billy Dodds so far?
Well, Billy Dodds is not here any longer. I'm saying he's been a great servant for the football club, but we've got to look beyond that now. You know, and tonight, obviously, we're a wee bit disappointed. We didn't feel we let ourselves down defensively in a couple of goals. And obviously you can't give a quality team like Hearts that kind of start.
Do you think the second goal was a turning point for you? Because you were caught in the counter, I guess. Again,
the naivety of some of the younger players who, with exuberance over that first 25 minutes of the second half, they were chasing the game and thought they were going to get themselves a goal. One or two of them don't remember where they should be positioned at corners, and we finish up you know, getting a sucker blow, which really took the steam out of our team after that.
Will you be given money to buy some experienced players now, Paul?
There's been no doubts, I'm saying, but again, as I've said all along, I will not be panic buying into just, you know, bringing people in for the sake of that. I want the right people in at the football club. I've said all along that this job was a marathon rather than a sprint. Yes, in the end, we do know we've lost our quality striker, and we've got to go and find somebody as a replacement. That was always on the cards anyway. But you know, I was delighted with the young boy McConaughey's performance tonight, and that augurs well for the future. And you know, we started with 6 players under 21, and we're very, very pleased on some of their performances. Naivety was definitely a factor, and losing a goal so early in the game didn't help.
Could Dundee United not have in any way kept Billy Dodds? I mean, is your ambition under question here over the sale of Dodds?
No, because in the end, we've already made the court. There was a clause in the contract that meant that our hands were tied. As I said already, Billy Dodds is an exceptional player, and it's a disappointing weekend for the. But as I said to my players, the sun came out the next morning. There is light, there is day after Billy Dodds. As I said, he's been fantastic for us. I've got to go and do my job now, find personnel to come in to strengthen us again, and take this young team on to the next stage. It was always going to be that eventually, over the years, that McConaughey and Thompson were going to get. And I'm very excited for them. They're Scottish born, and I feel they'll do very, very well. But as I said, we've maybe have to bring them in a bit earlier than I hoped.
What about the situation with contracts and players when they get these escape clauses in them? Is there anything that clubs can do now to try and fight back against the Bosman rulings?
Well, it's a difficult scenario. I'm saying, you know, I think in the end of the day, the importance of getting these types of quality players to the football club, you know, is vitally important. Billy Dodds did very well for us last season, kept us up with his goals, and was doing very well for us again. So we can't grumble.
Paul, thanks for your honesty.
Right, thanks.
Paul Sturrock there. Charlie, he said it, naivety all over the place for Dundee United in their ranks tonight. And it certainly showed when Jackson bagged the second goal for Hearts. Yeah, everyone caught out.
Yeah, I mean, if we track Darren's run here, his desire to get there, I don't think he's the quickest anymore, he would accept that. I would have to say that it wasn't the best pass from Stefan Adam, it wasn't put in front of him. But he made his mind up, he set the first touch up, and that made the chip available for him. There's a little glance at the goalkeeper, and it's quality. When you see this, it's sheer quality. You must admire it, and you must respect. He didn't look too happy when he scored the goal. I don't know why, because it was a great finish.
They were down then, but they really were out when Adam punished them for the third goal.
Yeah.
And really, Sturrock, well, he's got an awful lot of thinking to do now, Charlie, as he heads back to Dundee from Edinburgh.
Well, I think he needs a replacement in quickly. I love this build-up. A simple back heel from Adam, good movement from Wales. And what he's doing to you, he's just saying to the young kid, you're just on, just put it in front of me, don't let me check my stride. And it's a sweet strike and a lovely goal. Jim Jeffries will be delighted the way they finished this game. Nothing but confidence at the end of the night for the Hearts team.
So, after the curtailed weekend programme, Rangers are a point ahead of Celtic with 2 games in hand. Dundee United stay third despite losing tonight. Then come Motherwell and Hearts, who have climbed above Hibs on goal difference.